Disclaimers in the details. Many of the things that I do here are for demonstration purposes only, and I don't recommend it if you are not comfortable or know the dangers of electricity, etc. So, if your washer's not working, if it sounds like this, then that would be this coupler that's spinning off right here. And that goes between the drive motor and the transmission in there. That's very common. You would hear it spin, and you may hear the clicking sound. That is a centrifugal switch. I'll get back to that later. The most common failure, if it doesn't sound like that, if it's humming, is more likely the capacitor. This one's back here, but it comes out like that. They're cheap, and you can test them. But if that's failed, or any part of the starting circuit has failed, such as the switch, it'll sound like that. It'll just hum. Now, there are a few things that could cause that. The centrifugal switch, like I mentioned earlier, and here I'll demonstrate that again. That's one way to test it. I mean, this is live, so back to the safety thing. The clicking sound is that. That you can sometimes free up by cycling it. That was actually the issue with this machine. You can do that by hand. Spray a little WD-40 in there. Sit there and cycle it back and forth. I did it like this. And you just sit there right at that point. And I wouldn't do that too long. How I got this set up, and trust me, I was much more careful when I was diagnosing and fixing these. That was unplugged whenever I touched the machine. Is this. This is the lid switch. You can jump it with a paper clip. It gets warm though. Don't run it for very long. So this one over here was the timer. The timer is this. It's very simple. I'll get to that. That was the issue over there. And it's easy to get. You just push it in, spin that off, and then this pops off. Take those two screws out, undo the connections in the back, and there you go. It's out. Now to fix that, I'll go over here. This is an older one, but this is essentially how they all work. All they really are is this $20, $30 motor here, and it turns as drums like a music box. And here, I'll try to show you this. It moves these, I'm going to call them reed valves because they kind of look like that. To fix the one I showed you, all I did was, wait, where'd that go? Yeah, dust cover. The other one was metal, but it's just snapped on there, slide it off, and then you have access to it. What I did was I held it and used this duster and sprayed in there underneath the reed valves as I was turning it. I used the knob to help turn it. And if you're lucky enough to have a schematic, this helps a lot because you can use the color, the wire color. There's the capacitor. That's actually the switch. And you see there's two switches there because just like this one, there are 3 of those little reed things. So sometimes they'll just connect the top 2, sometimes it'll either the top 2 or all 3. So it's very simple. This is a $100 part, $30 motor. If you don't hear that turning, if you set up like I have it and you can stick your ear to it and run it, then that's your problem. Otherwise, this is very serviceable, which is great. I forgot to mention one more failure mode. It's difficult to turn, or you can't kickstart it if you're set up like this. Sometimes the motors just go bad, and that's $100. So, well, thanks for watching.